Well, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports, and what a pleasure it is to bring you the first race of this very long 2021 season, but it's going to be a great season nonetheless here at Signature Esports. And of course, and always, our truck series now brought to you by Let's Have a Beer, or FILHAB, FILHAB. Go to facebook.com/FILHAB to give them a like and follow out there. 3.8 million followers. And of course, we like to be joined in the broadcast booth all the time, but tonight's more specifically a special night because we are joined by the new Xfinity co-commentator. That is going to be Mr. James Oxford. James, how are you doing out there?
Good, bud. What's going on tonight, guys?
James going to take over broadcasting duties for the Xfinity series with Mason Flippin. Mason's actually driving in the truck series tonight, so we're going to have some fun with that. With the
we're going to have Jason. Just I was going to say something. We're going to have Flippin' Oxford. I mean, what a crew! Flippin' Oxford. Come on.
Definitely got to enjoy. Thank you for everybody tuning in out there. Make sure you give us a like and follow, and hit the notification bell for all of the Signature Esports platform broadcasts that you'll be able to see out there. Xfinity series tomorrow night, Cup series on Saturday night. We're going to have the PVACF Cup series. That's going to start. They're all at Daytona this week, so it's going to be exciting. New series in the Xfinity series, and I'm looking forward to hearing you guys broadcast that.
Jason, these guys are pumped tonight, though. I tell you what, these guys are pumped. I've been listening to their chatter, and they're ready to roll.
Oh, I bet they are ready to roll. They want to get this season over $1,000 in cash and prizes to everybody in the Cup Series. I think there's about a total here in the Truck Series, something right about, I believe it's $700 first to third at the end of the season. So it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. A whole lot of money on the line, and these drivers are here to do that. Speaking of which, let's go over our starting grid here at Daytona as they're wrapping up practice here. Your pole sitter, brand new driver to the league, Colby Hartung, number 23 from Fort Riley, Kansas, originally from Oceanside, California. He's driving the Chevy Silverado, first pole here in the SETCS, and he has an 11.23% win rating in iRacing. So that's absolutely incredible. Speaking about your row one, there's Colby Hartung. You can start on the outside. Raymond Root, the number 10, is going to be starting there on his outside in row number one. Row number two coming up right here. That's going to be Austin Johnson and Michael Skinner. That's going to be LOE number one driving that truck out there. Good to see Michael Skinner. He was very good in practices. Very, very, very competent when it comes to driving. Michael Newbrow, SECS HR representative, but also good little truck runner. He's going to be there with Mark Harris and the number 31 Oceanside Cleaner driver, kicking butt, taking names. Row number 6. Row number 4, Joseph Smith is going to have the number 87 Mason Yost out there. Someone wanted to hear about Mason Yost. There he is, right there outside row number 4. Row number 5, going to be Mason Flippin, your co-commentator starting tomorrow. He's going to
you know that's my pick.
Yeah, he's your pick to win. The number 61 is going to be the inside of the number 12 of Brad Young. Row number 6, Cody Kinsey, Team and the number 3, Drinking Bros Racing representative. He's going to have Stephen Rasek outside, another LOE, number 99, driving the old Mario Miranda number for the Truck Series. Row number 7, the number 19 of Zach Flippin and Chris Massey. He's going to be driving for Team SE TV. That's the Signature Esports TV team. He's going to be out there in the number 11. Wesley Strait, the number 66, there with Robert Parrott, another Drinking Bros Racing, number 5. He's going to be there in row number 8. That's P16 for those keeping track. Row number 9, Drew Neubauer. I'm going to get those guys confused. Neubauer and Neubauer. The number 47 there with the number 65 of Dale Lucas Jr., new driver to the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. Brian Crocker, the number 86, and Gregory Turner. I tell you what, they are ready to line up the number 69, driving the old Daryl Padgett number out there. He's going to be there in row number 10 all the way through P20. Aiden Hill, Matt Belt make up row number 11, the 27 and the 14. Some young drivers and some more experienced drivers out there as well. Brandon Sowles, another SCTV driver. He's going to be there in the number 15, driving my number. I gave my number up to him. CJ Munier, the number 89. He is there on his outside. P23, 24 right there, respectfully. Lane Bullock, the number 2, is going to be there with Eric Stewart in the number 82. That's row 13 through P26. And last but not least, the last row for you, TJ Bursk, Cody Spare. That's going to make up the final rows here at Daytona as they start to grid. And man, oh man, I tell you what, we're having a whole lot of fun already. Got the old overlays back out for you. Got the whole driving order situated. We're going to go Philhab Racing right here in the FILHAB Truck Series for Signature Esports. James, you were talking about it. How many laps are going to be able to make it before the first caution? We were talking about off air, and so we like to take predictions out there. Good to see Shane out there. Shane White, he's the team owner for LOE. He's going to get it. He says, "Get it, boys out there." Good to see him out there on YouTube. JT Wood, let's get it. Number 87. Michael Woolley's daughter, she's out there having some fun. Thank you to everybody watching, tuning in. We're going to have some fun. What's up, James? What do you think?
So what we need, guys, we need some numbers. Okay, this is Daytona. We know the big ones happen. Okay, when? Give me some ideas of when you think it's going to happen.
The Truck Series is going to be kind of like the Rookie Series here for Signature Esports, but don't get me wrong. A lot of these drivers have a ton of experience, more than I have. They have good I ratings, and they are ready to rock and roll. So let them rock and roll. They're going to have some fun. But just because it's the quote-unquote rookie season doesn't mean that they don't have the skill to drive these things for the entire 80 laps.
Now, these are fast trucks, definite fast trucks, and I think they're, everybody's got the skill. I've raced with them all, so I know they got the skill. Do they have the temperament? Can they keep it calm?
That is going to be the big key here. Can they keep it calm? We're going to make some adjustments, folks. Sorry about the overlay driver thing right there. We want to make sure that we get these guys updated because they put a lot of driver information in for me, and I want them to be ready to go. And there it is. It's all updated. I tell you what, here's the race info for you. They're going to run 80 laps, 200 miles around Daytona with a 98-degree track temperature, 73-degree air temperature, 59% humidity, partly cloudy skies right here in the Philhab Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. Starts and restarts on the green, and that's pretty much where they've got to go.
Let's get it going, boy.
Colby Hartung, your pole sitter, gets a good jump right there on the green flag. As Fred says, for the 2021 season, green. He got a big jump, and is that going to be smart for him right there, because that might actually end up hurting him as the outside line starts to carry big speed. Skinner, we were talking about him just a little while ago. He does have the skill necessary to lead this field around as they come around to the backstretch for lap number 1.
Whoa, what's going on?
I think we got some trucks diving off to the back. They want to go to the back. I think that's what some of the drivers do. Team championship points on the line here as well. So that's going to be something you're going to have to keep an eye on as well. These drivers want to make sure that they're in contention for their team, and also they want to be able to work together. Pit strategy, it all comes into play. 80% length of the races is what they're running, and that right there is going to be a big factor when it comes to what they're doing.
Well, I see some tentativeness, which is good. That means a little bit of patience right now.
I believe Trading Paints is trying to halfway update all at the same time. It keeps. You and I were talking about it before about how the lighting tends to clip occasionally, and I'm seeing that happen here. And whenever we go to our sponsor breaks, we'll try to fix that and get that figured out, because that chrome paint scheme that the number 1 has, that spec map, is looking absolutely fantastic, except for whenever my camera changes on them. Raymond Root out front, Skinner, Harris, Yost, Hartung. That's going to be the top 5 as they continue to move around. Lap 2 being completed, green flag conditions. They have definitely picked up some patience along the way.
Let's just see if Skinner can stay patient.
Jonathan Bennett said, "Start your engines." Man, I should have let you to get on here and said that. Go Flippin', says David Kingston out there on YouTube. Good to see you guys out there on YouTube tuning in. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, of course. Make sure you get your watch parties going. Get those shares out there. We want to have everybody watching along with you. If you're out there on Twitch, make sure you rate it up. Chat it up. The more chats that you get, the better off it is. And speaking of which, make sure that you go and give FILHAB a good old love and share for me. Thank you to our sponsors this year. Full-time sponsor coming up for Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. That driver, right, or that person right there, is going to be our Sounds of iRacing sponsor all season long through the major series, which we appreciate. Raymond Root still leading out front. Michael Skinner right there on his rear bumper, trying to get a little bit of air. Got to keep that truck cool down.
Yes, these trucks are very, very air sensitive. You cannot run up on the bumper for very long.
Raymond Root, the number 10, driving a Toyota. I believe he is with Lights Out Esports. Michael Skinner, I know, is as well. This guy's up there, up front, doing a great job. Colby Hartung, who was on the pole, drops back to 5th. There's the number 23, driving the Mountain Dew paint scheme. He is driving for Wolfpack Racing and Cato's Glassworks out there. Mason Yost, the number 87, Oceanside Cleaner driver. There is the OCR number 87. He is running in 4th, right behind teammate and I believe team owner Mark Harris in that truck.
Yeah, your biggest mover so far is Aiden Hill. He's up 11 spots, but I think he just found a comfortable spot to ride.
Well, quite often that's what you have to do. You have to just pretty much be comfortable. Go when you need to. If somebody's going to make a run, then that's when you make a run. These trucks you're able to side draft on these things pretty easily to gain a position, but of course, you know, if you got somebody to push you to the front, then you definitely got a chance to go. New banners, new everything.
They don't call it a snake for nothing. Watch them come down there. They're like a snake.
Remember, this is our fantastic truck sponsor. For our trucks, or I say sponsor, they're my affiliate. I love them. You can go to signatureesports.com to buy some FILHAB racing gear, but that is at facebook.com/FILHAB. That's the drivers that you're going to see. And speaking of drivers that you're going to see right now, I believe I've got a driver on my team moving his way to the front. That is Chris Massey. He said he was going to be patient. We were talking just earlier today, and he said he just wanted to be in position. He's driving for Team Signature Esports, which I appreciate, running all of our sponsored logos on there for the Truck Series. Good to see those guys out there. Kind of killer to see it. Wesley Strait, good to see the 66 in here. He's driving the Storm Chevy Silverado, that driver right there. He is up 4 positions from where he started. But Aiden Hill, you were talking about him. He is up 12 spots now in 9th. As you see, Mason Yost getting some compliments out there on the channels. Number 87 going to be ready to rock and roll. He's going to be up there all night, says JT Wood.
Well, the Chevys outnumber the field 2-1, that's for sure. So if they're going to go by manufacturer, other teams are in trouble.
Well, right now, 2 Toyotas leading the field, and they've led all but 1 lap here. And there they are, Root and Skinner, the 10 and the 1, trying to take Lights Out Esports to the front of the field and keep them there. As you see, those drivers doing a bang-up job, rocking and rolling all the way through turn number 2 onto the backstretch. Lap 8 being completed. They're a 10th of the way there.
Very, very good racing so far. Lots of calmness, but look at them now. They're starting to get air Lancy.
Got a big field running up the middle right there. That's the number 11, Brad Young, driving for Team SE. He is going to be out there. Who's right behind him? I was trying to see who's right behind him. That's going to be the 65. Another Toyota Tundra out there, rocking and rolling. That's Dale Lucas Jr., Mason Yost. Those guys are traveling to the front now. As now Patience is going to have to. It's kind of almost out the door, but they've got a little 4-pack team right there, a mix of drivers throughout the field. As you now see, they're going to start challenging to the front. Another driver dropping off to the back, going to give up some room, and wants to be there at the end.
Yes, you can tell the guys riding at the back, they're just driving. They're not trying to do anything except stay with the draft.
The pit window here, roughly about 22 to 24 laps. They are running 80% fuel, and they are They're definitely going to have a different plan of action here, a different ball of wax, so to speak, to play with. Because last year they had 60% fuel, so it shortened their fuel window up. They're gonna have 3 tire changes, so they are gonna have 4 sets of tires total. So they're gonna give them about 20 laps on each tire. But here at Daytona, tires aren't really that important. It's all about fuel and your strategy and your pit window.
Yeah, Daytona has some tire wear on it because of the downforce, and the tunnel turn or the travel's tricky. It wants to get loose right there, so it wears a little bit of tires.
Karen Pebbles. Karen, it is so good to see you out there again, cheering on Mr. Robert Parrott. Let's see where Mr. Parrott is. He is right where he started, in 16th. There is that fantastic man. We like Robert. We like Robert a lot. Ooh, a little wiggling going on there. There's, he is not 20. Waycross, Georgia driver. Driving the number 5. He is rocking and rolling. And man, oh man. Does look like the Twitch the Twitch folks out there, B&H Racing, cheering on the number 2, Lane Bullock. Rap Energy, the 24-year-old from Naples, Florida. He is back in action here this season, driving a Toyota Tundra. Has the 24 all over the rear bumper. That's going to be TJ Burst, guys. I believe Rowdy, that team right there, has a different strategy than the rest of us are thinking. I think they're just...
Matt Belt up 18 positions. He's got him an itch, and he's going somewhere.
Back to the front, you're right. He's got Aiden Hill right behind him, too. Outside line working, the 28-year-old from Littleton, Pennsylvania. He is right there on the outside line. Has the 27 of Aiden Hill right behind him. And Dale Lucas Jr., the 65, settling into position behind those guys. So an outside line running, but the one of Skinner, he is nose to bumper with the 10. The 17-year-old from Newport News, Virginia.
Newport News, Virginia. That's an old place.
Ooh, yeah. A little side from the Aiden Hill right there. We were looking at that. There's the 16-year-old from Wilkes-Barre. He is driving.
Oh, we got a pitter.
Ooh, somebody else already coming to pit road. Who is that? That's Brad Young. It looks like Brad Young coming to pit road right now. Maybe off pit cycle with everybody. 48-year-old from Nibley. He might have something going on, too. I know that he had a meeting he needed to get into, but he's out there competing, so we'll see what happens with him, see if he comes back on pit road. As you see the driver details coming in. Root, Belt, Skinner, Hill, Leakus, Dale Leakus, the 65, outside running. And they're having fun already. Lap 13, yeah, this is when I called it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. They're starting to get after it, so we'll see.
Oh, man, oh, man. Side by side for first right now as Matt Belt leads a lap. The number 14 up 21 positions from where he started. Has Aiden Hill right behind him. Do you think he's going to take Aiden with him, or is he going to slide down in front of the 2 LOE guys?
I don't think he's going to slide down. I think he's going to take those 3 trucks to see if they can take them all 3 past them.
David Belk out there. Have the bumps in the last few years changed the setup that much? I think that in the truck series, especially, maybe not in the Xfinity series, in the setups that they have put on iRacing, they have definitely stiffened the springs up quite a bit because it basically feels like unless you're on the bottom line, you're not really feeling those bumps as much. And I know that this is the 2011 package that they have on here as far as the time goes. One of Skinner backing off just a little bit right there. It might be overheating. I'm not sure. The 10 of Raymond Root all by himself, 15 laps in, outside line. Looks like they're going to be almost clearing Root right there, and they are going to do it.
Took all three, see?
Oh. Well, Belt went high. He's staying high.
Yeah, Skinner just backed off to get it to play. He's testing himself right now.
Good patience happening. The 27 of Aiden Hill out front with Leakus behind him. The 65, the Toyota right there in the mix. Raymond Root right behind him. Matt Belt looked like he is going to continue on the high side. Has the 31 of Mark Harris right behind him.
Now you got a Chevrolet and 3 Toyotas.
Yep. You know what? And that's Dale, the 65. That's Lights Out Esports. We've got Skinner and Raymond Root. So teammates all up front. So let's see how this is going to fare out, because I do believe they've all swapped lanes and they might be just marching to the front, trying to finish 1, 2, and 3.
Right. I told you Dave, it was up to Skinner was just testing something. Let's look at him on the outside.
Right now, Skinner, high line run, has the 10 of Raymond Root behind him. Let's go, Austin and Robert. You've got this. That's Kathy Parrott-Gunn out there. Look at you go. You guys chatting it up. I'm glad to see all of our familiar faces continuing to watch and tune back in. You guys are absolutely amazing. I do appreciate you, of course, for doing what you do and continue to make us as popular as you have. I've missed broadcasting the regular day-to-day basis. Aiden Hill has a lot of company on the form of the 65 on the back bumper, but the 10 and the 1 look like they have got some connection. They have reached out and touched each other. The AT&T connection up top. The 10 and the 1 trying to bring the 14 with them. The 1 going to slide down in front of the 27. I would assume that he would have waited until the 10 got with him, but Raymond Root trying to lead a lap here as they come around to the front stretch. Lap traffic about to be a part of the mixture. Lap 17 right here, front stretch run.
Yeah, what Skinner's doing is he's just pacing the field. That's what he's doing. He's going to pace the field.
And what that does for what you see, the 27, he slides up. He's going to slide in front of the 10 of Raymond Root right there. I think the jockeying for position right here might be what you're trying to do. Skinner trying to keep the field in check, as now you see almost a 3 wide. The 14 going to stay on the high line, so those guys are going to be there. Front stretch run, lap 18, lap traffic almost there. They've got a little 2-car tandem going up there. But what I'm seeing here is that there's a big gap between 2nd and 6th right there on the inside lane, and the outside lane trying to do some damage, as the 1 and 2 teammates, they are controlling the inside and the outside lanes.
Right, just like I said, they're just going to pace the field. Try to pace the field anyway.
Here's that lap traffic. They're going to go low. It's like the 46 right there. As Aiden Hill, Michael Skinner takes it to the outside. That's what we were watching right there from his front bumper, as lap traffic getting soaked in. 46, first car off the lead lap. That's going to be Joseph Smith. He's got Steven Rasick behind him. Steven Rasick, part of LOE. He's driving the Miller Lite paint scheme right there. I don't know if I missed his paint scheme or what was going on. Roll, baby, roll, says David Belk. Got the Midwest Days of Thunder shots ready for the big one. Michael Pimper, good to see you, buddy. We like Michael Pimper. He's awesome. Raymond Root now back in front of teammate Michael Skinner. Dale Lucas right behind him. Matt Bout in 4th. Aiden Hill settles in to 5th right there on the outside lane. As, now lap traffic in the mix of it.
I think you're going to see something on this outside with a bunch of Chevys. I really do. Just by the way it's looking up.
Bonus points for leading a lap. Bonus points for the biggest mover. And bonus points for having the cleanest, for having a basically a clean truck. After it's all said and done. So everybody's waiting for the big one to happen. 21 laps in. When do they come to pit road? When are they going to come? Because we would have thunk it 21 laps into an 80-lap affair that the leaders would not have been on pit road already.
They're discussing it right now, Jason. They're going through. That's why they're setting themselves up right now, is to pit. So we'll see.
Pit strategy is going to be a big factor. Getting on and off pit road, always a factor. And man, oh man, are they ready to run? All right.
They are.
They're going to complete that. We're going to find out when they're coming to pit road. I'm going to take you to a small little commercial break. I'm going to fix some highlight. Oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. 14 getting a little bit loose.
Whoa,
27
whoa.
up into the wall. 18
Good
right there.
save.
Good save by the 27. Trying to keep it as patient as possible. Going to need that extra 2 or 3 seconds now on pit road for that little outside damage for the 27. I was going to go somewhere, but I take that back. Matt Belt.
I don't know if he hit the wall or not, to be honest with you.
From my point of view, it looked like he hit just a little bit. But I will go and see if it gave any contact. No contact from anybody. No contact.
Yeah,
so good things.
Maybe. Took the paint off. We'll say he scrubbed it.
Might have a little bit of love bumps going on there. All right, 23 laps in for the drivers. Nobody on pit road. The only two that have come to pit road are two drivers off the cycle. That's going to be Joseph Smith and Steven Rasick. Those drivers right there.
They're racing their own race. I've watched them a little bit. They're kind of racing their own race. Will they get too far behind? Who knows?
Quite possible. Some drivers might stay out an extra lap. We're going to see here in just a little bit. Raymond Root out front with Skinner. The 65 Likas out there as well. That's Dale Likas Jr., DL Jr. I'm going to call him DL so that way I don't mess up his name. Mark Harris in fourth. Matt Belt in fifth. Mason Yost, Aiden Hill, Chris Massey, Brian Crocker. Brian Crocker, that's my other driver. So Signature Esports team, they're up there inside the top 10. Proud of you guys. But I don't care who wins. I cheer you on either way. Don't care who wins.
Hey, this has been exciting so far. I mean, I did not expect this, and they are doing one well of a job out there.
So far, so good for the drivers. Be a little connection issue for one or two, but still, they are rocking and rolling. Root and Skinner still leading around. Raymond Root led quite a few laps already, so we're going to see how that's going to work. When it comes to the win, there is no in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series. Like I said before at the beginning of the broadcast, that they are running on the post 2010, which is the 185 schedule. So somebody potentially could do the what'd you call it earlier? The Matt Kenseth racing strategy and win a championship.
The Matt Kenseth. Yep, the Matt Kenseth. That's how he won his championship. One of his championships. Top 10 it out and won.
So there's a possibility for those guys. Now the Cup Series does have the Classic Chase, so we're going to have the round of 16. That's going to begin right about race number 19, I believe. 26 races in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. 20 races here in the Truck Series. 23 races in the Xfinity Series. So it's going to be a big
All right,
effect.
we got pits going on.
Who's coming? Oh, the 14 gets turned. 14 goes right into the grass. That's going to be Matt Belt.
Not a caution yet.
Nah, he's on pit road, so he was slowing up to try to make pit lane.
He got hit by somebody.
Yeah, I think that was Newbound, or the 46 was right there. He was coming around. That's the 46. That's a lap down car. Going to be Joseph Smith in that Ford. He got a little bit of nose damage from that. So we'll see what happens to Matt Belt as that contact, no doubt, unexpected. Little left side front damage for the 46. Aiden Hill out front now with Mason Yost. The 46 right behind him, so he's going to come to pit road. We've got some Signature Series drivers coming to pit road. We've got, well, actually, I take that back. We've got the rest of everybody coming to pit road. So
47's around, hits the 15. Was it the 15? The 12.
27, trying to slow down on pit road right there. As that is no doubt some unfortunate circumstances. Getting on and off pit road was going to be the big factor here. And no contact for him right there. That was unfortunate.
Yes, it was. But the tires are hot, coming down after, 27 laps, 26 laps. That's tough.
That was Austin Johnson, the number 12. That was right there. They were trying to slow down and come back into it. Gregory Turner, Aiden Hill, Robert Parrott, Michael Skinner, Michael Newbrow. Let's see. Things are starting to change. As now Skinner's back out front by a whole country mile over the field, but the 65 and the 31 and the 18, they are coming. And they are coming quick, fast, in a hurry. As Michael Skinner's about to be swallowed up by the entire field. First caution comes out. Dale Lucas is going to be scored right there. So we're going to see what happened. That was Gregory Turner right there. As the caution comes out, it seems like Gregory Turner was involved in that. So, man, let's take a look. This is the 69 and the 27 right there. I think they were coming off pit road. Oh, Aiden Hill turned 69 right there. That's not what you want. We need to go back and see what happened.
I think he just got loose coming off a pit road.
Well, I'm going to go back real quick. We're going to see what happened. We're actually just going to back that up because I want to see what happened coming out of pit road, because that right there was... I believe Aiden Hill got loose coming off pit road right there.
Yes.
So we're gonna take a look at this. So here's the pits. This is not Aiden Hill. This is the 69 of Turner. Following along with him right here, as you see him got up into pit road. Aiden checked up a little bit. He got a little bit loose. I think. Oh, Aiden was trying to slow up. A little net coach shoved him up the side. I don't think he can see. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll have to talk about that one later. That's for sure.
Yes.
All righty, folks. Back to live conditions. And these guys are coming around. First caution happens, lap 27. And man, oh man. Your tempers are flaring right now.
Yes, they are. But it's racing incidents in a sense, because you've got cold tires, hot tires. You've got all kinds of tires out there. You don't know what's going on.
Michael Skinner out front. He's got Likas and Massey behind him in third. Harris and Flippin. I'm going to take a pause for the cause for one of our broadcast sponsors. We'll be right back with you in just a second. We are back at it again. Thank you to Reinco Motorsports for they purchased a video. They get some airtime. It's absolutely amazing. Jonathan Bennett on YouTube says, "Hey man, that was dirty. It looked like it. That's why we got to talk about it afterwards. Green flag pit stop scarier than Michael Myers," says B&H Racing on Twitch. Go number 23 can't race for a couple of weeks. Glad to see you. Yes, Ellis, it's good to see you, man. Glad to see you. One of your pates up front. Absolutely. Good to see you. Colby Hartung, the number 23, doing a good job. Good job. Speaking of doing a good job, there he is. Michael Skinner, rocking and rolling. And as they get lined up here for just a moment, I was going to try to bring in that guy, but they might be in another Discord channel. So we won't talk to him today. We'll talk to him. We'll possibly talk to him later. Alrighty, folks, 30 laps in. They're going to go double file. Leader gets choice on the restart, so he's going to start on the outside, it looks like. So the number 1 of Skinner has the 65 Alikas there on the inside. Massey's going to be restarting behind that Toyota. And the 31 of Mark Harris. So everybody has fresh tires. They have a fresh strategy. They have fresh lives. Joseph Smith, Gregory Turner, still a lap down, it looks like. So they will be... Actually, I take that back. Oh, no, they still are a lap down. Many apologies about that, folks. Greg Returner to the 69, trying to get himself back in there. Brad Young, I think Brad had to step out. So, Brad, thank you for getting in there and racing. Appreciate you, my friend. Part of the SE team out there. 65, 1, 18, 31, 61. That's going to be the top 5 right there as they come around and get ready to go back to green flag racing, of course. We couldn't do iRacing without that man right there, Fred the Flagman, high above the stands here at Daytona International Speedway, ready to send them off with a 50-lap shootout to the end as they continue to rock and roll right here at Daytona. The FILHAB Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. Green, 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 green from Fred the Flagman. Inside line running, outside line going. Toyotas ready to rock and roll. Dale DL Jr. out there. DLJ has the 18 of Massey on his rear bumper, ready to shove. The 1 of Skinner has the 31 of Mark Harris right behind him as well. Mason Flippin up in the mix. There's the number 61. He's going to be your co-commentator next tomorrow.
Yes, he is.
He's currently running 3rd and doing a great job at it.
So the question, Jason, is how much patience do they have now?
I think that if they do exactly what they just did, the next caution we'll see 2 laps to go.
I agree.
But they've got to have the same amount of patience that they had before. Wolfpack Racing number 61 trying to make moves there to the outside. Had nobody to go with him, though, so he's going to tuck back in the line. I do believe Raymond Root has worked himself back up to the front, has Aiden Hill there on his inside. The 87 of Yost right behind him. OCR drivers there inside the top 10 doing a great job. And now it looks like Aiden Hill's going to peek his nose out and go with the number 10. I'm sorry, that's Flippin. That's the number 61. He's going to go with Raymond Root. So they're going to try to work themselves to the front. Stretch run for the drivers. I'm sorry, front stretch run for the drivers. Tri-oval, the 65 of DLJ out front, the 61 of Flippin right there as well. You got to know the driver in front of you too. They've done a lot of practice races together in the lead up to the start of the season, but realistically, how well do you know the driver in front of you? Will they be able to hold on to you?
Right, and that's what they're learning right now. It's just impressive to watch these guys do what they do. It's impressive.
Driving these trucks around now. We do have the Xfinity cars tomorrow. What do you think about the Xfinity series and how that's going to play out for you, and what you think is in store for that race?
We've got a couple talented drivers in that series, and we also got some rookies. So it's kind of the same thing, but just a little more intensity. I think it's going to be a little more intensity.
I can agree, and those things are a little bit. Those are a little bit harder to handle too. They're more free. You can't push them because they will turn. They're like turning an ARCA car. Douglas.
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just reading off you continue your thought.
Yeah, it's just the Xfinity cars. Yeah, they are a handful, and it's you have to have a lot of patience. Let's say Eric Schaefer. He'll be one of my picks, because he's confident, he's experienced, and we'll see if he can get out there and run.
I want to cheer on the guys that are running for me in the Xfinity series, but I'm actually cheering on Michael Woolley, one of my admins that are here, only because that's the car he really, really, really knows, the B car. That's like, other than dirt cars, I think Woolley's going to have a good race tomorrow as well. But we have a good, like Zach Rinker. Zach Rinker's a heck of a driver. He's going to be another one of those drivers that, that surprise you when it comes down to it. Folks, we're talking about Cody Kinsey out there on the chat. There he is, the number 3 Crown Royal Drinking Bros Racing Chevy Silverado. Those guys out there rocking and rolling as well. Robert Parrott right behind him, Michael Dubrow in his tracks. So those guys are all working together, being patient, trying to find their way through.
Yeah. Just patience right now. Patience.
Guess who's back out front? The number 10. Raymond Root.
Guess who's right behind him? Skinner.
They've got a good team strategy going on there because they are rocking and rolling going forward. Shane Wyatt on
well, isn't Junior with them too? Junior 65 with them too.
I believe so. I was going to take a look at. I just want to make sure I had the rosters pulled up, but then I got rid of them because I went down a monitor. But I want to make sure that we get the team rosters going on here. Shane Wyatt out on YouTube said. Actually, I was taking a. Let me go back. Primboard, Raymond Roots, Stephen Rasek, and the number. That's. I've got the wrong one pulled up. Sorry about that. Anyway, Shane, you can tell can tell me out there, Shane. She said we'll make for one good debrief on that when we were talking about the Aiden Hill incident. You bet. Yep, you bet. Cody Kinsey, Nana says hi. Dale is with Shane Wyatt. Yes, it is. So Dale is a part of that. So 1, 2, and 3, all lights out esports drivers. Thank you very much, Shane. I appreciate you. Kara Dublé asked why I named the flagman Fred. Fred is universal. Fred is universal.
FF.
That's pretty much it. It just came out one time. It just happened. Midwest Maniac says, "Is that Oxford?" Yes, he is in the booth with me. Raymond, Dale, and Stephen. Yep, all with you. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Shane. Appreciate you out there giving us the update live on YouTube. You guys can comment if you want.
Yeah, we're just settling in right now. I mean, they know what they need to do now. They're just out there going to ride for a little bit.
Raymond Root, Skinner, DLJ, Chris Massey, Mark Harris is going to be the top 5. Mark Harris, I knew he was going to be very competitive in this series. And so far, if you're looking at it, maybe a little bit of nose damage on a few drivers, but for the most part, they're all keeping up in the draft. They're all doing really well.
Well, the only cautions has been pretty much pit road coming off and going off.
Biggest mover of the race, one of the biggest movers is going to be the number 65. That's going to be DLJ. I'm going to put his name up there for you folks, so that way you can see why I don't want to screw it up. There it is. He's going to be DLJ from this point on with me until I talk to him about say his last name. I want to make sure I do it correctly. Another driver up a bunch of spots. Aiden Hill to number 27. He's up 15 as well. One of the drivers off the most. Austin Johnson, number 12. He was wrapped up. He's still on pit road. Looks like he's going to be taking a little bit of damage to get fixed there. I think that was whenever they got together on pit road. And yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. All right, let's go back to the front. There it is. Raymond Root out front. 40 laps in, about to be halfway. And man, look how that's a line.
That is the Daytona snake.
All right.
Watch as they come down. Here's the snake. Look at it move. It's coming right down the straightaway.
All right, folks. Well, since they are single file, this is probably a good time to do what we do always and give you the Crank It feature. It's going to be the Bulldog Sports Cards. Sounds of iRacing. Appreciate you.
I wonder how long the 10, 1, and 65 have practiced.
A lot. I know Shane. Shane said get in there and practice. I still say, Shane, thank you for the pronunciation out there. I appreciate that. I still think that DLJ sounds cooler, but I do know that it's Likas is how you say that. So thank you very much.
Okay.
So I appreciate that, but I still think DLJ is kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
All right, sounds of iRacing. We're gonna shush our mouths, and you guys are gonna be able to listen to the sounds of this fantastic track.
I want you to look at Matt Belt's bumper.
Matt Belt's bumper being a little bit more flat or a little bit more open?
It's like an arrow.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Hey, look at it. It's like an arrow.
Matt Belt, the number 14 right there. 28-year-old, Littleton, Pennsylvania. He is. Woo! 86 sliding in there.
Man.
Yeah. You know what? The 14 of Matt Belt, he does have a perfect spot for a Toyota to push him right there on his rear bumper, though.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
All right, Sounds of iRacing brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. Make sure you go to bulldogsportscards.net and put in SETV10 in your checkout for 10% off. That is a great, great thing. I think I put it in the description, too, so go check that stuff out. Raymond Root Skinner, that's going to be 1-2 right now. DLJ or Leakus out there, he's going to be in third. The 65, doing a great job. So Lights Out Esports trying to finish 1, 2, and 3. 47 laps in. They came to pit road on lap 25, so they're getting close now after a caution to being on a fuel run where they're going to need to come to pit road, so maybe a lap or two.
Right, it's like you got Massey, Harris, Crocker, Hill, Yost, Belt, All Chevrolets.
So let's see, 3 Toyotas out front, and then from 4th to 16th, Chevys. Lane Bullock in a Toyota after that. And then 4 more Chevys. First Ford in the mix is the 46 right there. He's just biding his time to get a lap back. And then the next Ford is going to be Drew Neubauer, the 47. He's trying to just make sure that he's out there finishing ahead of somebody, because the race is far from over. Root leading them around. Skinner's there. There is Lekas and Matthew Harris, Crocker Hill, Yotes Belt, Hartung. That's going to be the top 5 biggest mover of the race. Right now, still the number 65.
Yes.
And he's Biden to have a clean race, and Biden to bidding, not Biden, bidding. Man, he is bidding to. I don't want to get flagged for political posts, because that's not what we're about here. We're about e-NASCAR racing and some fun.
So let me tell you, the second pack has dropped back. So their intention is to get a run with 10 to go and pull that pack all the way up to there.
I could see it happening. With as staggered as a lot of the drivers are right there, pushing 1 and 2, it just keeps 1 and 2 faster. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you step into it and you have another pack that's going to be right there on the edge of the draft, and right now they're probably 3/4 throttle. They're just waiting. So with 10 to go,
right,
they make it a little bit easier on themselves.
They're doing some testing right now. You can see it.
First car that I would see it be a part of that's going to be Cody Kinsey, the number 3. Is right now you got Matt Belt to his outside, and Matt Belt has a little aero damage on the back of his truck right there, and he's side drafting his way up a couple of positions. He's got Mason Yost there in front of him. Here's the number 3 Yeah machine. 66 of Wesley Strait there in 14th. Mr. Newbrow, he started 5th, but he went back to his teammates, and I believe they've got that strategy that they're trying to work on. The race is far from over.
Yeah, it's far from over. Everybody's doing some testing right now. You can see it. You can see everybody getting together, lining up. You just saw Skinner push Root out. Right, he'll do it again right here. He's doing a little testing, but what he doesn't understand is there's nobody on the outside. So it's really not.
Well, I mean, these guys were trying to test how to block folks before, when it came to the practice races. So, we say don't block too early, because first and foremost, you'll ruin your race, or you'll ruin the whole field's race. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you, 2 to go is the appropriate time to block, not with 28 to go. Let them come around.
No.
If you've got the skill to drive around them, then that's what you do. With Shane Wyatt, the virtual bank account is waiting for a wreck to happen. Didn't see it. Brian Kinsey out there on Facebook. Go Cody. Giving Kinsey some shout outs. We were just talking about that young man. Hope everybody's out there having a great night. Make sure you go and you like all of the people affiliated with us. All of the teams, they've got Facebook pages. I know that Drinking Bros Racing does. I know that Lights Out Esports does. Go give those guys a like and follow out there for us. B&H Racing, I know they do. Make sure you go give them a like and follow. They've got a Twitch channel as well. A lot of these folks, they're part of the esports platforms, just like we are. We really enjoy the
talking about pitting. I don't know who's talking, but somebody's talking about pitting next time.
I was going to say Raymond's probably he's got all the fuel. He's the one burning all the fuel, and so is the one. So those guys are probably getting close to wanting to be on pit road. Now, maybe 1 or 2 of the drivers behind him, like Mason Yost, who came to pit road on lap 61.
There we go. There we go.
On 26. Woo! He might go out.
Comes the field.
Oh man! Half of them at least. Cody Kinsey, your new race leader. He's got Michael Newbrow out there with him. They came to pit road on lap 28. Actually, every driver that is out there right now can go 3 more laps before they really need to come in.
But like I talked about, the short pitting, is it better to short pit or is it better to stay out?
Well, if they stay out 3 more laps over the rest of the field, on lap 54, they say they come on 56. That puts them with 24 laps to go. That puts them right at the end of I mean, they would be pushing it on fuel.
They would be pushing it on fuel, but that would be my strategy if I stayed out. I wouldn't be in for it until I had to.
Exactly. Yep. I agree. To the last drop, and I know that the 3 drivers you see out there, those are all Drinking Bros Racing. Lane Bullock is out there as well. That's they're all just, I mean, look at them go. Rats Rowdy Motorsports. So Cody Kinsey leading them around, goes around the 46. He's out there trying to do the best that he can. Kinsey, Newbrow, Parrott, Bullock, Munier, Bursk, Stewart, Spare, Rasick, Belt. If they stretch it on fuel, will they have enough fuel with 80% for them for the people on pit road right now? They're on pit road. They're coming out lap 53. That means they have to run 27 laps on fuel.
Now, can the leader do it? Maybe not. But the people drafting off that leader can probably get that extra fuel.
Well, I believe Drinking Bros Racing are on the strategy of the 3 and the 6 and the 5. They're staying out for another lap because TJ Bursk, Lane Bullock, Eric Stewart, Cody Spare, CJ Munier, Steven Rasick, they all came back to pit road.
Yep, there's your strategy.
Now, Raymond Roots, the Aiden Hill, there's that pack coming right there. Got the 18 of Massey right behind him.
I think a few took 2 tires that time.
I could see that. I mean, the only way that'll benefit you on the low side. I believe these drivers starting to come around. They might be coming to pit road. There's the 5 of Robert Parrott. He's going to be dropping low. Leaders coming to pit road.
Yep. Parrott.
TJ Bursk, it looks like the 24 is coming to pit road as well. He's down low or coming out of pit road. He's going to catch that pack and be right there with Aiden Hill, Chris Massey, Raymond Root, Michael Skinner, Mark Harris. As those drivers are maybe counting on a caution. Possibly counting on a caution. So there's the drivers on pit road. They are currently getting some fuel. I think they're getting tires too. Yep, I think they're getting a full pit stop. Aiden Hill coming around. They're getting ready to come around the front stretch, that's for sure. Aiden Hill, your race leader now as they come around to the front stripe. Cody Kinsey out on pit road. He's coming around. They're going to collect themselves together. They're going to have to run fast laps because 24 laps to go here on the FILHAB opener, the signature eNASCAR Truck Series, the Phillips Series. That's what we're calling it. The F it, let's have a beer. I can't say the 4-letter word because I won't do it. That's just not what I'm doing. But if you call me later in private, and I'll tell you.
How about Aiden Hill? 20 spots. He's been up 20 spots.
It was way from 21st to 1st. And right now is leading very well. I believe the smartest thing that the drivers behind him could do is exactly what they're doing. Just ride there. Save that fuel. 3/4 of that throttle. Save that fuel and push it all the way in. Run out of, if they're guessing it, are they going to be able to run out of fuel?
Right. You know, you just got to play with the throttle from the get-go.
Eddie Murray, what happened in the wreck in the pits? What happened was that they slowed down and they kind of clipped each other. That's what happened. And then the one that brought out the caution that was on an exit. He got loose on corner exit and they kind of got into each other. Had a car short pits at Scott Gibson. Yes, thumbs up from Charlotte. Give us a big old thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Like it, react to it, have fun with it, share it. Man, that's what we want. We want to be the most popular broadcasting platform out there, but we want to have the best series out there for you as well. There are lots of people that do this, but we just want our name in the pile too.
But these guys have got it going on right now. They've got, strategy. What's going to happen? We don't know now. They're not together, so we have no idea what's going to happen.
And getting up to speed, it takes a lot more fuel than riding around with full throttle. But we're looking at lap 53, and if we take a look at the pit strategy, of course, there was a caution in the middle of all of that. 26 laps, 27 laps for Aiden Hill, but there was a caution in there. So they rolled around with 3 laps under caution, or 2 laps under caution at least, with idling. So right now, clutching it in and following along in the draft is pretty much all that I mean, that'll take you all the way to the end, or at least make an attempt to take it all the way to the end. One through 10, pretty much all right there. You see them: Hill, Massey, Root, Skinner, Flippin, Hartung, Bursk, and Harris. That's going to be 1 through 8. Bullock and Munier. Let's take a look at that second pack right there. There's the number 2. That's Lane Bullock, has CJ Munier right behind him. And then also the 80, that's the 89, Stephen Rasick there in the middle like Toyota Tundra. It looks like he is rocking and rolling. The 86 of Brian Crocker. He came in on lap 53 as well. Maybe a little bit of damage. Maybe that might have been part of what he did. A little bit of damage fixed. That's DLJ, Dale Likas. That's teammates to the 10 and the 1. He is just a little bit off pace, but he's riding around with the pack right there. The 86 of Brian Crocker. He is up there. Zach Flippin, the 19, brother to Mason Flippin. He is in the mix, up off 1 spot from where he started, though. Cody Spare up 12 spots to the number 15, or the number 36, I'm sorry, and 15th, as Matt Bell to his outside.
So Cody Kinsey is riding in the 3rd position of the 3-person draft.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the one I'm watching, because if anybody's going to make it, it's going to be him.
Well, you've got Michael Newbrow, Robert Parrott. They are currently, right now, if I look at Michael Newbrow, he is off the pack of Wesley Strait. They are 6 seconds off, which is 13 seconds off of Aiden Hill. So they're about 20 seconds from being there at the front. Roughly, I'm sorry, let me take that back, 14.6 seconds away from being there with the front pack. And I believe it's all
they have to do is make it. You know what I'm saying? So the young man, I think Cody Kinsey, because I've been watching him. He's back here drafting. So if anybody's gonna make it, most likely gonna be him. So he's like, no caution, please, no caution.
And if there is a caution, then you're gonna really see the aggression turn up. Aiden Hill out front with Chris Massey, the number 18. He is all right there. The 10 and the 1 looking like they are on fuel save mode with the 61 of Flippin right behind him. But I do believe that here very shortly we might see some of these drivers put themselves out front just a little bit more, because the 18 of Massey is doing a great job of just keeping his distance. He's not pushing too hard into the backstretch. He's not getting too close. He's just riding along, and I think that's what all of these drivers are doing. They're just riding along.
Yeah, look at him pull out. He don't want to lead no more.
I think he's going to go back to tire save mode. He wants to make sure he makes it on fuel. Chris Massey now going to lead a lap here at Daytona. Raymond Root takes over P2, and Aiden Hill slides up right behind the number 10 of Raymond Root.
We got Chevy, Toyota.
It's like a game of Jenga. Chevy, Toyota. Lane Bullock's moving his way up. I believe that second pack starting to catch the leaders now as they are coming around turn 3. Massey and their group around. They're leaving turn 4 right now, so they are closing the distance. Here's Mark Harris right there. He's the last car on that lap. And we're going to see those guys catch up here pretty quick. I believe that's going to be a big factor when it comes to this group up here. Once they start catching it, they're going to really start holding on, and they're going to start really applying the pressure, because Lane Bullock can make it. He put it on lap 55, and that driver can go 25 laps. That's another. That's
right.
It from 9th on back. You've got Lane Bullock, CJ Munier, Steven Rasick. Those guys all pitted on lap 55, so they can go 25 laps and pretty much be comfortable, I believe, because they went 26 laps green flag before everybody was like, I have to come to pit road. Massey out front. Raymond Root, Aiden Hill, Michael Skinner, Mason Flip in the top 5 as they come around turn number 1 into turn 2. They're going to hit a backstretch run here. And, man, it's been a good race. A lot of fun so far.
Yeah, if I was that first pack, I'd get as close together as I could. I wouldn't want that second pack catching me.
Let's see. Pine Ace out there says yeet.
Yeah, we're fixing to get to it. 15 to go. We're fixing to see what it's all about.
Mr. President of Oceanside Cleaners Racing representing, yes. He's doing pretty good, isn't he? Mark Harrison, number 31. Up there inside the top 10, trying to make a big dent. He's got a teammate right behind him, too. So there's CJ Munier right behind him, the 89. I take that back. That's not his teammate. Who's right behind him? Oh, that's the 69. So he's going to have a little bit of help. The 69 might be off. That's Gregory Turner. He might be off the lead lap, actually, about 3 laps down. But if he can tuck up right to the back bumper of Harris, close to the end, he can at least push his teammate to the win.
Seems like the second pack's holding back. They're just not really gaining.
And about 3 seconds off of Mark Harris. They were gaining. They were closing the distance. Massey, Root, Hill, Skinner, Flippin, Hartung, Bursk, Harris, Munier, Rasick. That's going to be the top 5. And Munier and Rasick, those are the drivers that are leading that second pack around. Michael Newbrow and company, they have fallen now 13 seconds off of the second pack, so they are 17 seconds off of Chris Massey, the race leader right now.
Look who decided to come up and play. Mr. Bursk came up to try to play.
TJ Bursk, the number 24, up 19 positions. Biggest mover of the race right now as you're seeing him move forward. Got that big old heart symbol on there. I was trying to see what that was earlier. Jesus cares. There he is, TJ Bursk. Nice job, buddy. I wanted to see what it says. TJ Bursk, the number 24, in 7th place off the back bumper of the 23 of Hartung. Chris Massey out front has Raymond Root right there. I believe everybody's just trying to save. I think that's all that's going on there.
Yeah, I think so.
Chris Massey leading them around here at 12 laps to go. 1 caution so far. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, so Jason, is the front 10 going to have to pit? Or the front 8 going to have to pit?
Fuel strategy says yes. But I don't know. I mean...
Okay, here comes the second pack.
Second pack now closing in the distance, 2.6 seconds. And inside the top 5, maybe. I mean, they're kind of just running.
Yeah.
Average lap time right now, 49.69. That's what the race leader's doing. The best lap time, 48.40. So it's like, or 48.29 was the best lap so far, and that was done by Raymond Root.
Yeah, so second off.
So I think they're just kind of relaxing. Massey has all the downforce in the world, and I believe he's just waiting for the outcome of this race. 11 laps to go in the FILHAB Daytona 200 right here. Signature E Sports and the Signature E NASCAR Truck Series. The F it, let's have a beer. That is, it's the 4-letter word. If you're going to search it in Facebook, it's the 4-letter word.
Well, we're going to have one after this, man. I'm over here sweating. Woo.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to, if this finishes under green, I mean, what is the statistics at Daytona? It's inside 10 laps to go. There's always 2 cautions or something like that in NASCAR. So right now, we're seeing the second pack. They've caught back up, and they are ready to rock and roll. And speeds are picking up. Speeds are definitely picking up.
But the thing is, the second pack doesn't have to pit. We know. So
3. The Matt Bell pitted on lap 54. DJ Munier, Steven Rasick, Zach Flippin. Sorry, not Zach Flippin. Steven Rasick, TJ Munier, Colby Hartung. They all pitted on lap 55. TJ Bursk up there, the number 24, pushing the 31 of Mark Harris around. He's going to try to lead. The 18 of Massey giving it up. He's like, come on. I just need a little bit of love right here. Just a little bit of love.
Look who's behind him. Harris Bursk. TJ's pushing.
Oh, no. Everybody going high. Everybody going high. Everybody going high. Big wreck coming. Wreck is turning. Oh, caution. Not out just yet. Now it's going to come out. Oh. What happened there with a 65? Holy cow. Hold on. Let's see. I think the 65 was still loose on the track. Oh, no. He's coming around, and he was trying to fix it. Oh, man. Unfortunate into Gregory Turner right there. Brian Crocker involved in that one. Hold on. Oop. Gets a little net code there. Oh, gets turned around. I think everybody checked up in anticipation of the 31 going around, but I think Mark Harris held on to it. It happens, guys. It happened. All right, let's go back. We're going to just back it straight up right here, folks, because Mark Harris had the 24. The 24 was there to his inside. Let's back that up. All right, so the 24 was pushing Mark Harris right here. There's a little bit of lap traffic. It's coming. We saw that coming. So the 31 and the 24 go down. The 24 goes down a little quicker than the 31. The 31 gets hooked right there, but they hold on to it. And all that checkup caused it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
guess what?
Always happens.
It changes everything. It changes everything.
So what do you get now? You get 4 tires and give me fuel.
Chris Massey says, I'm going to lead. I believe Matt Belt's still out there. I believe Skinner's still going to be out there. Skinner's still out there. Mark Harris.
Matt Belt with the arrow-shaped rear end. I told you.
He's got a good zone for somebody to push him. But he's going to have a Chevy to the outside, so it needs to be a little bit more round. Man, oh man. That's what happens, folks. It is racing. Scott Gibson, it's a whole new ball game. Yes, it is. Michael Pimpare, shots. Oh, Shane Wyatt. Bank account minus 200,000. Oh, no, buddy. Let's see. Let's go flipping boys. Hashtag Team LOE. Everybody doing a good job. Yep, there it is. It's Polly Rogers flipping. Let's go flipping boys. Some crew chiefs are sweating right about now. Yep, I can see that. 18 car has a target on his rear bumper. Yes, he's in first. Come on. He's going to get... He's on my team. That's what sucks. Drinking Bros, right. You got this. And all those Drinking Bros racing guys.
Yeah, here we go.
They're inside the top 10 now. 7 laps to go. Everybody's going to have some fun. All right. We got another sponsor that we have to make sure that we talk about here. As you guys have seen, Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles there for quite a while. Let me make sure that we give our credit where credit is due. And hold on for just a second while they pace. If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. Make sure you give him a call. Black Horse Auto Transport. He will drive it anywhere. I promise you. Josh Klinger's dad, Mr. Klinger, Todd Klinger. Give him a call. Tell him that Jason over Signature Esports. I trust that man with any vehicle. Black Horse Auto Transport, 704-308-7740. Make sure you give him a call if you need something moved. Maybe you've got an old classic that you don't want to drive and you need it. Say you just need it moved. He'll give you a quote. He'll give you a fair price, and I promise you he'll do a fantastic job. Chris Massey, Matt Belt, Mark Harris, Michael Skinner, all of those guys stayed out. Pretty much everybody 1st through 12th, they all stayed out. DJ Bursk, Raymond Root, all those guys back there, they all came into pit road. They all have enough fuel. They probably got a splash and go, maybe a full set of tires or another right set or left set of tires. Who knows? Pace car dives off, waiting for the green flag. Chris Massey there. Green. I do believe that Skinner is going to be pushing the heck out of Massey now, as 5 laps to go is going to be the key. Where is patience? It's gone. It's gone. You know it is. Right. 5 laps to go. They're going to be rocking and rolling, and as they are, Massey there to the bottom. Skinner right there behind him. Belt all over the front of the 31. Harris trying to get him around. There is another flipping. The 19. That's going to be Zach flipping. What a run that they already have going. It's 5 laps. That's 5 minutes of racing. That's a long time still, guys. You have enough time to be patient, but how long are you going to be able to hold on? The 18 of Massey right there, Skinner.
I think Belt's holding up the outside line, can't get moving, so we're going to only have probably a 8-car breakaway here.
Well, I tell you what, Belt, if Matt Belt can get behind somebody and shove him, I know he wants to win. There it is. There's that line. It's pushing. Now it's pushing. Pole sitter Colby Hartung there in 3rd. It does look like the 1 is trying to sneak up in front of Matt Belt. Trying to get that push from the 14, trying to go around the 18. The 18 of Massey right there behind the 1, but for how long? 4 laps to go, as now Michael Skinner leads here on the backstretch. The 1 car won at the Clash at Daytona this past Saturday. Can the 1 truck win here for Lights Out Esports and give them back-to-back victories for the Signature eNASCAR Series? Now, of course, not points related is the Cup Series, the Clash at Daytona that was this past week. So the first race of the season is going to be this race right here. Chris Massey really giving a shove to the back of the 1 of Michael Skinner. The 18 really. Oh, they're turning it around. Big one's happening right here. There they go.
The back half of the field.
Caution's going to come out. 3rd caution. We knew that it was going to be exciting. And
you know what this brings out? It brings out green, white, checker.
Yeah, it does. Holy goodness gracious. That was Mason. There was a lot of trucks involved here. Here it is. Mason flipping. Oh, the 5. Oh, man. Who made it through that? Who got on the brakes fast enough? That was everybody. So it was Mason flipping involved there. Let's go. That was the truck that I saw, at least. You know my favorite view, folks? Far chase view. They were wiggly. They were ready. There's the 61, quarter speed. 61 running his line. There's the 19. That's Zach flipping right in front of him right there. These drivers are just holding on to it. The 3rd, there's the 87 right behind the 5. A lot of right side damage for the 99 behind him. Oh, the 87 got to the back quarter panel of the 5, and that's what happened. Oh, turned the field in front of him. 19 goes around. Ooh,
there we go.
Man. Here's a look at that. Look at that parking lot over there, folks.
Hey, Shane Wyatt, that's about $1 million right there, so don't sweat.
Parking lot party. All right, folks. Believe they're clutching it in. The drivers on the front, you know they've got to be clutching it in. Michael Skinner, Chris Massey, Matt Belt, Colby Hartung, Mark Harris, Michael Newbrow, Raymond Root, Robert Parrott, Wesley Strait. That's, I mean, inside the top 5 right there, the top 6. Only 1 car without any real damage.
But who don't you see up there?
Well, I don't see a big group of people.
Michael Skinner.
Yeah, Skinner.
He was involved in it.
Oh no, Michael Skinner coming to pit road. He has to. I have to believe he's about out of fuel.
Okay.
So Skinner coming to pit road. It does look like. Where's the 10 at? The 10 of Raymond Root. I know he was a part of that, but he's coming to pit road. I believe he's going to be there with his teammate. So strategy is all different now. Wave around car going around. Lucky dog. Lucky dog. TJ Bursk involved in that. Man, a lot of folks involved in that. But how much damage do they really have?
Well, I see some rear end damage. A few of them I think got real bad, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
24, he's got some rear end damage, Bursk, but I don't see any front end damage on him.
Oh, Mike Pimpere out there. Shots, no more cautions. You got to work in the morning. Well, that's 3. That's just 3 so far. Are you taking shots for as many people are wrecking? Don't do that. Shane Wyatt, bank account minus 400,000.
Right. Millions. Hey, just wait till Saturday night. Wait till tomorrow night at the Xfinity race.
Oh, Xfinity Series action tomorrow night. Same time, same bad channel. You got to be able to watch it live. You're going to have James right here. James Oxford's going to be your commentator. He's going to have co-commentator Mason Flippin, who's in the. I believe Mason. He says Mason still lives.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mason tomorrow about this caution here.
See how it goes, and just awesome. Mike Pimpere, enjoyable racing right there. Yeah, it's great. I like it. I like all the. I like the action that they have going on right here because, to be honest with you, without some of these drivers, it could have changed things up. And we have 2 attempts at a green white checkered here for all of our series. So, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Not over yet.
My question is does Massey, Belt, Hartung, and Harris have enough fuel? Newbra, yeah, I think Newbra's good. Newbra's
not for another green white. It would be close on another green white.
Yeah. Stephen Rasek on 55. He's probably got enough. Matt Belt probably pushing it close.
Look at Belt's bumper. He's put up with that for over half of the race. Outstanding job.
All these drivers did great to be patient. Third caution, and third caution. If you would have told me that only 3 cautions at Daytona, well, hopefully we can do
Jason,
the same.
The cautions were on pit road.
Yeah.
They have done phenomenal driving tonight. Phenomenal.
Yep. The only caution to come out because of racing is this last one. And now we're going to bring out a green-white checker. They're going to run 2 extra laps, basically, is what's going to happen. Pace truck dives off. The hardest working man in iRacing. There he is. He's got the yellow flag ready to go for these guys. Waiting for the restart zone. He's ready. Look at him. He's ready like a half mile ahead of everybody. Good old Fred the Flag, man. You got to love that guy. Fred goes. He says green, 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 green. Massey inside. Belt outside. Are they going to be able to hold on to it? 18, 23. There's Colby Hartung there. He was the pole sitter. Ooh, number 2 blinks a little bit there. That's Lane Bullock, but he's doing a good job. 23, 18, 23, the 14. There's the 31 of Mark Harris. Michael Newbrow to the inside. Newbrow up in the mix. Look at him go. Drinking Bros Racing team owner and founder. The number 6. Rocking and rolling to the inside.
Outside coming. Gonna be a race.
I tell you what, the 10 and the 1, they're shoving the heck out of each other. There's the 6 of Newbrow running. I'm used to saying the 56. Massey. Oh! Driver's going around. Second caution's going to come out. No, it's not.
Oh.
No, it's not. Skinner just went off track. That's what I said.
Oh.
Said Skinner went off track. Are they going to take the white flag? White flag waves. 18 of Massey. iRacing did not throw the caution. That is crazy. Massey, Hartung, Belt, Harris, Newbrow. That's going to be the top 5 so far. Where is the 10 of Root? Because Root's still in the mix. I don't know what happened back there. We'll go back and take a look at that here in a little bit because
Newbrow might have a run at it.
Massey, Hartung, Michael Newbrow, the 31 of Harris, right there to the inside.
Oh,
The 23 of Hartung to the outside. Newbrow, he's going to be behind the 18 of Massey. The 31 is going to make it 3 wide. Somebody's going to have a bumper, and somebody's going to have a wreck. 23, 18, Massey, low. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hartung, your pole sitter's going to win.
yeah, wow, from the pole, nice.
He won. He led the first lap and the last lap. Colby Hartung, your race winner here, after a spectacular finish. I don't know what happened right there that pushed. We got to take a look at that. All right, white flag waves. Let's go and take a look at this real quick before we go back and take a look. Actually, I'm going to take it back. I want to go back and look at what happened to Skinner, because this right here is just weird. Maybe. All right, so we're going to be here. We're going to follow on. This is the incident that happened before. So the 10 is below. The 24 slides up. He's going to get to the 1. The 1, ooh, right to the back bumper of the 24. Oh, man, into the 82, the rowdy guy right there. Man, oh, man. And then so he comes back on track, virtually almost ending his day. That's just not fun. Here's the last lap. So Massey comes home in 4th, which is what we see. Massey's leading right here. The 23 is going to go high here on turn 2. We saw this one coming. Backstretch run. They've got a big run together. What better way to take it than right here when the 23 gets a draft, gives him a shove, going to give him a little bit of love, and he's going to come around right about here. There he is. A little side draft. Newbrow's right there. Let's see what happened with Newbrow, because Newbrow got a big shove from the 99 right there. 99 went up to the 14. The 6 now goes around. There's your helicopter award for the day.
Yes.
And
Where's it at?
Oh, here's your helicopter award, folks. There he is. Helicopter award coming from Michael Newbrow. Sorry, Mike. Man, oh, man. You know, that's racing at its best. 23 of Colby Hartung wins it. Mark Harris in 2nd. Matt Belt in 3rd. Man, I'll tell you
Outstanding race. Outstanding race.
All right, your race results brought to you by Signature Esports. Let's have a beer. Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. All of you guys. Man, oh man, what a race. Lane finished in the grass. Oh, man. Colby Hartung, Mark Harris, Matt Belt, Chris Massey, Lane Bullock make up the top 5 as CJ Munier comes home in 6th. The Wesley Strait, Stephen Rasick, and Raymond Root, Eric Stewart finished inside the top 10. Man, oh man, that was insane. Cody Kinsey, Cody Spare, Aiden Hill, Michael Newbrow, TJ Bursk all the way through 15th. Dale Lekas Jr. finishes in 16th. Zach Flip and Michael Skinner in 18th. Man, oh
well,
man.
My crappy truck award goes to Matt Belt. He gets a attaboy. He had a tore up truck from the beginning and drove her
all the way to 3rd. All the way to 3rd. I mean, anything can happen. It's Daytona. Next week is going to be a different story, though. I believe we're at Atlanta next week, so that's where that's going to be playing out. All right, moving on down to the rest of the what's going on here with the results. Flippin finishes 20th. Mason Yost in 22nd. Austin Johnson 24th. Gregory Turner, Drew Neubauer, Brad Young. I had to get out and prior commitments he had to go take care of, but at least he got in here and race. So he finishes dead last there. 27 racers made it in, and a few made it all the way to the end. I mean, 19 made it all the way on the lead lap.
Yeah. So
man, oh man, what a good little race. Good little race. All right. You know what time it is? It's that time. We're going to bring in the race winners, the 23. Somebody asked out there, I think it was Mario Miranda, asking if there was no burnout. There's your burnout, buddy. What a good time. What a good time. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Gotta bring him up. Colby, where'd you go? There he is. All right, there he goes. We're going to move him up here. I had to find him, folks. There he is. The 23, Colby Hartung, wins it right here at Daytona in the season opener. Congratulations on the win. A smooth move to go to the outside of Massey there on your inside, and then you just pretty much had to hold on to it. So walk us through the last green, white, checkered and tell us how that worked out for you.
Well, the last green, white, checkered, I was just trying to push the leader to the win, but I mean, I saw that I pushed him way too far out, and that if I went up to the top, which was open, I would have a pusher in the 31. And basically, I went up there, side drafted as hard as I could, coming off of 4, and I edged him out on the top side.
Well, you did a fantastic job, and congratulations. I mean, you were the pole sitter. You led the first lap, and you led the last lap.
Yes, sir.
It matters Hopefully. To you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy I finished the race.
It's a good possibility. James, you got anything for Colby, the race winner here?
I saw you push the leader. That's what I was talking to Jason about 3 laps to go. I was watching you guys push. I said they're testing, and you pushed him out too far, and then that's when I saw you backed it up and made your decision what you were going to do.
Yeah. I mean, I was never going to stick with him anyway. I was always going to pull to the high side to see if I would win, and it worked that time.
Well, I tell you what,
congratulations.
Everything worked in your favor in this one. So, but congratulations, first pole, and of course you walk away with the first victory of the Signature NASCAR Truck Series. So, congratulations! Make sure you give your shout outs out there to your team, to anybody you have watching, all that stuff. Make sure you make it a personal message to them.
Yeah. Thanks to Wolfpack Racing for all the good drafting and being able to be good team players. Thanks to my family who's watching, whoever's watching. That's all I have.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on the first win of the season, and I'll let you move yourself back down to your team channel, my man.
Yep. All right. Have a good one.
You too. Colby Hartung, your race winner right here at Daytona for the FILHAB Truck Series. We got to bring in the other guys. We got to bring in here. Let's bring in the third place finisher real quick before we bring in Mark Harris. We're going to bring in Matt Belt, who finishes third with the broken arrow number 14. Mr. Belt, you got a copy? Matt Belt, you got a copy out there, buddy?
Both are off.
I believe Matt might have muted himself. Well, Matt, I will move you to interview real quick. And when you are ready, you're unmuted. Matt, you there? Things do happen. All right, Matt, I will put you over there. There's Matt Belt. We're gonna get with him here in a minute. I wanted to get with him. He might have to move back down to his channel. But first and foremost, second place goes to Mark Harris. Move him to the broadcast booth. Mr. Mark Harris, the number 31, finishes second place, and had a good push there at the end. What was going through your head whenever it came to the final 2 laps there in that green, white, checkered?
Well, the both the green white checkers, I had to start on the top, which I didn't particularly like, but I did like who I was drafting with, Matt Belt, 14. I felt pretty comfortable with him all day. But man, I was talking to my spotter, telling him that how boring of a race it must be for Jason. We're all single file, and then that last caution came, and then it just got wild. It was a lot of fun.
It's never boring for me. You guys know this. I make it interesting no matter what happens. So, but OCR, you have a new slew of drivers throughout the entire signature series, and since I have you in here, you're the owner of OCR, the OCR teams. Talk us through some of the guys you were working with earlier. I know that a couple of guys got wrapped up in some stuff, but you guys seem to be doing very well about being able to be on the same page.
Yeah, our plan was to kind of feel how the race went. And if it got single file like that, we were going to just hop in line and ride. And at a good portion of the race, we were 4 in a line. So we definitely learned a lot. Good to have Mason back. He was gone playing football last season, so we got him back. And Austin and Gregory, 2 new guys that we're looking forward to for this season. So one thing I'd like to say is as you're growing, we tried to grow. So Oceanside Cleaners Racing is going to have a team in all 3 series, and we're going to rock and roll this season.
Absolutely. Mark Harris, congratulations, my friend. Great drive off there. I thought you had something. I thought you were going to maybe make a dive into the bottom corner, maybe at the last second. But hey, P2 is a good finish for you.
Oh, take it all day. Appreciate it, Jason.
You too. Mark Harris, second place. Not far off, though. That's some good points right there for these drivers. So congratulations to him as well for doing what he does. Mark, you can go ahead and move into your channel. I know you'll be able to do it. Matt Belt, we were trying to get with. I think he's in general. Let's see if we can do this one more time. He should be able to chat with us. Matt, do you have a copy?
Yeah, it's working now.
I don't know. It was all over the place before. I don't know what was going on. P3, my man, you had a phenomenal race, and it was amazing to see how you could take that Aero truck, and that's what we're going to call your truck from now on.
Yeah, Matt. So when I saw your back end get messed up about halfway through the race, or whenever that caution was, I said, "Look at this truck has an aero advantage." And then Jason said, "If a Toyota gets behind him, he can push him real hard."
Oh hell!
No, man, it was a great drive. I mean, you were up and down inside the top 10 pretty much throughout the race. Besides, of course, pit strategy and how it worked out there. Walk us through the last green white checkered right there, because that right there was going to be the end all to be all for the race, and we knew that you were comfortable pushing and you were comfortable being pushed, but definitely want to hear from your perspective.
Yeah, I was not comfortable on the inside, and a lot of people were checking up a lot, so I just figured I'd just stay on the outside. And when I saw, after that last caution came out, I saw I was in second, I was just happy with that, because I knew I would at least get a top 5, because I was thinking I would get shuffled back, because I could tell my truck was all messed up, because the previous restart, I got shuffled back quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as long as I was on the outside, I figured I'd get top 5.
Hey, you know what?
I didn't think I was going to get a win.
Top 5 or not, P3 in the first race, Daytona, and you survived without having too many incidents. That's pretty good. So.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Well, congratulations. Make sure, like I always do, give your shout outs out there. Make sure that you shout out the loved ones and who you appreciate most.
Anyone who watches, and my lady, she puts up with me.
She lets you do this, right?
Yep.
Well, my hat's off to her as well for letting you do this. All right, my man. Well, congratulations on a P3. We're going to see you next week, and we're going to get back to full racing and have a blast. What team are you on?
Racer Motors, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, Woolie's team.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. All right. Well, good points throughout, and congratulations. We'll see you next week, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's Matt Belt, kicking butt, taking names. and he's going to have a great night. James, you're ready to do this tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, sir. You're going to be there with me, and you're going to be with Flippin' Oxford and Falwell.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in there for just a little bit. We're gonna get those guys ready to rock and roll, and then I of course have Midwest Days of Thunder tomorrow. So Xfinity Series action is gonna get started a little bit before I actually go live with the Midwest Days of Thunder. So you're gonna be able to watch the Xfinity Series live on Facebook. The Midwest Days of Thunder will be live on Twitch and YouTube, and then after both races are done, we're gonna make sure that they're all uploaded to all the platforms. But you'll be able to watch the Signature eNASCAR Xfinity Series brought to you by Drinking Bros Racing tomorrow night at 8:20 Eastern right here on Facebook. And man, my hat's off to you. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Mason Flippin's gonna be in here with you tomorrow, and no doubt he's gonna have a lot to talk about with this race and what you guys did and what you guys are gonna be able to see tomorrow. So.
If it's anything like tonight, it's going to be awesome. And I expect it will be just because I know some of the drivers in there. It's going to be something to watch.
You know, it's going to be, I think it's going to be great. Pardon me. I'm going to have to watch it after the fact. So.
Me too. No.
But anyway, I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me tonight, and good luck tomorrow in your broadcast. And of course, I will see the Midwest Days of Thunder. My fanatics are we're gonna be live on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow. I look forward to seeing all of you again. Remember, Signature eNASCAR Series action supports community and being a part of the community. And remember that Saturday, the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. You're going to watch James be able to drive here at Daytona, and I'm going to be your broadcaster live. I might try to convince New Brown Wooly to join me, just for at least that race, just to make sure that we send it off nicely, because the season opener for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series action with over $1,000 in cash and prizes for the Cup Series alone. It's going to be absolutely amazing start, and those guys are battling it out for the 2021 season championship. Good to see everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in. Keep it going, and give us a like, follow, and subscribe on all the platforms. Thank you very much. James, have a good night, man.
God bless.
Absolutely. We'll see you later. And if I don't see you, have a great night, a great evening, and a great morning.